lovelies, how's it going? Hope all is well. Welcome back to my channel. Today I'm here to talk about Amara Negra's latest interview with the Huffington Post and her talking about colorism in the Latin community and why it should be addressed. If you don't know who she is one of the breakout stars from Love and Hip Hop Miami. When she was on that show, she addressed a lot of issues within the Latin community as far as colorism.
I need you to look a certain way.
What would a certain way look like? Like what do you have in mind? What would you
A little bit more Beyonce, a little less Macy Gray.
Being an Afro-Latina, I think I embrace it as much as
Afro-Latina, elaborate. Are you African or is that just because you have an afro?
Just because you had to notice I am black.
Throughout her season, it caused for a lot of debates, and even her own castmates said that they've never heard of the terms Afro-Latina in their community.
I ain't never heard of no Afro-Latinos. Okay, well, we are Afro-Latinos then now. Let's do the Afro-Latino move.
You're still sitting here.
I'm not the only one that's going in, but like, what is this? Ain't nobody heard of that before.
One of her most viral interviews is a conversation on whether or not she should call herself Afro-Latina and if that is hindering her career.
What does an African-American woman look like? Like me.
No, but there's no such thing as an African-American woman. They made that up. You don't even look like them. Why would you want to attach that to your name?
You know, you are very special.
Do much better and sooner if you didn't have the Afro-Latina.
No. I will always be Afro-Latina, and that's why I'm an activist. I love my melanin. I love my background. I love my race.
But don't put the Afro stuff. You hurt yourself.
In her recent interview, she was talking about a time when she auditioned for a soap opera and they basically told her she won't get the role because they wanted someone to look more Latina. She also said people were always physically attracted to her and she used to get compliments like, "Oh my God, you're a pretty black girl," as well as comments like, "For being black, you're really pretty." She also talked about her time doing a girl group, and she said her stage name translates to the black one because that's how they used to refer to her during those times.
Representation is really lacking in the Latin community, and information, education is lacking in the American. A lot of people don't know that there's Afro-Latinos, that there's Latin people that look like me in every Latin country. Not everybody looks like J-Lo, Sofia Vergara, Salma Hayek, you know. There's a lot of people that look like me.
A lot of people don't know that everyone from the Caribbean has African roots. Everyone from que son caribeño, we all have African
That's where the slave ships, they first started over there.
And we come in so many different shades and shapes, and you know, this is just how Caribbeans are.
Okay, so let's break down what they said. Basically, racism within the Latinx community is rooted in the Spanish, French, and Portuguese colonization of Latin America and the Caribbean. The majority of Africans brought to the Americas by the Atlantic slave trade were enslaved in colonies throughout Latin America. 48% Caribbeans, you have 41% Brazil, and about 5% in the United States, well, what we call it now. Throughout the communities, they were forced to work on sugar, tobaccos, and rice fields. Indigenous people were also enslaved on those type of plantations. From Cuba to Brazil, slaves were a major part of the agriculture growth throughout that region. Now, when it came to the social hierarchy based off of skin color, that was based off of the European standards. Having the Europeans at the top of the hierarchy, next you had the mestizos and the mulattoes, who were the mixed race, and then at the very bottom you had the Africans and the indigenous enslaved people. Now, Amara said that colorism plays out in a lot of different ways within marriage, education, prison sentences, income, occupational statuses, and such. She also said there's nothing inherently better about light eyes and straight hair. It's something that comes from the outside, and it's interesting because people attempt to capture that and improve the race. The problem with Amara is that she feels as if she is a spokesperson for her community to try to get people to realize where their roots are and where they come from, but her community do not understand, or they don't care to understand, and they don't believe that they are Afro-Latina.
A lot of Latinos can be very racist amongst their own community. You know, you could be my cousin, and if you're 2 shades lighter than me, I'm not as black as you are. Wait a second. As if that's an issue. A lot of Latinos don't want my kind mixed into their family because they didn't want to better the race. And better the race means more European features. When you tell a Latino that you are black, sometimes the confusion comes in when usually you know that black is African American, Caucasian is white, and everything else, you're Latino. So you're like, no, I'm not black, I'm Latino.
Amara says she want to continue to fight to have this conversation because she is well aware that a lot of people in her community just do not consider themselves Afro-Latino, or they don't consider having any African roots. So she said she feels as if she has a big platform and this is what she's supposed to do. She wants to use her voice to make a difference. She also said that she want to unite people around the community to feel the same way that she do. She wants to come up with new ideas and concepts to reach out and do as much as she can. So you guys, let me know your thoughts and your opinions about this. I did a couple of videos about Afro-Latina before and just about that community. What are your thoughts? Let me know down below. I honestly feel like she got a long fight ahead of her. There's a lot of people in that community that just feel as if they're above black people. And that's just the honest truth. So let me know your thoughts and your opinions down below. Thank you guys so much for watching. Bye.